You got to feel for my man. Tons of injuries, rough skid, probably was elevated a little too quickly in his career with that star power that I'm pretty sure he's a Liverpool guy too, over there, Darren Till. And now you get this mean South African knockout machine who is just tearing up the scene in Dricus Du Plessis. Now, to be completely frank here, man, when you take a look at this matchup, on paper, recency bias, you're probably super smashing that minus 140 Dricus Du Plessis. But Darren Till, man, if you look at his last 5 fights, 1-4, doesn't sound good. You fought Derek Brunson, Robert Whitaker, Kelvin Gastelum, Jorge Masvidal, Tyron Woodley. Come on, bro. What are we talking about here? And this is kind of the point that I'm trying to make, is that Darren Till has fought the who's who's. He's literally fought some of the best people you can imagine in this division. He damn near fought for gold over here. And then you got Dricus Du Plessis, on the other hand, who his biggest win has been against a fantastic fight in Hawaiian in Brad Tavares, but that's been the biggest win. AJ, any word really quickly before we talk about this? I haven't seen much about Darren Till and Khamzat Chimaev as of late, man. They were best buds not too long ago, but I have not seen much going on in that relationship. I was thinking maybe they train and they're hanging out, they're buds. Darren Till, D1 wrestler, is coming out. Maybe when I seen Striker Till, but I haven't seen much. So what are your thoughts?
That's interesting because you're right. When Hamza was really kind of coming up, you were seeing a lot of the bromance coming out, a lot of the buddy. But I haven't seen any publicity saying that Hamza is in Till's camp for this fight card. I'm sure he is, or I'd be interested to know if he is, because that's an interesting one right there. Because really, man, Darren Till, I've been a big Till fan for quite a long time, and it's been a rough go of it for his career. I don't know, Derek. Do you think that I imagine all? Excuse me. I imagine all is well in the Hamzat Till camp, but I don't know. And if it's not, do you think that'll come into play in this fight, or are we seeing a more focused, a more dedicated, a D1 wrestler too, like you're talking about? Because if he's going to win this fight, he needs to get back to that old school style of Till, that guerrilla fighter that going to come in, going to wrestle, going to beat you up, heavy hands, knuckles, alpha, just leading the fight, dominating from get-go, which unfortunately we haven't seen that in a lot of his fights lately. What do you think?
Absolutely, brother. Let me give you a little reprieve, sip some water, do all some of that good stuff, bro. But I'll tell you this much. Darren Till, I think, is going to come out to be the Darren Till that we all know and love, that one that we expect, man. He's going to come out. He's going to showcase that very strong left straight down the pipe, that left cross. And I think that that's going to be the thing that's going to kind of be the downfall of him in this matchup here. I love me some Darren Till. Been a big fan of him for a very, very long time. But at the end of the day, we've seen him be a little too low volume and a little too one-dimensional to truly have success. When you know that left cross is coming all day long down the pipe, you might have a right hook and a left cross coming down. You don't got too much to worry about. Dricus Du Plessis, on the other hand, he'll knock your block off, but this dude will shoot in on you too, man. Like it was rough, because I know that feeling. He had a body lock on Brad Tavares in his last fight and tried to throw him over his hip to get a beautiful throw, and it just failed miserably, and he put Tavares right on top of him. It's almost like he pulled into bottom side control, which is the worst place that you could be. Is Darren Till going to try to do some desperation things like that? Will Dricus Du Plessis make a mistake, do that to Till, and Till can then show off some ground game? Maybe, but I do expect this to be a standing war, unless Du Plessis makes it upon his own onus to say, I'm going to mix this fight up and I'm going to make it happen. Probably be a little smart, because you don't really want to stand and bang with a dude like Till, who literally, that's his game. He will stand and bang with you, and he will put your ass out if you let him land that left cross too many times. If it means anything to you, AJ, Tapology, the good old Tapology world, they think that 67% are going in favor of Du Plessis, 33% in favor of Darren Till. Before we give our picks on this fight here, what does that mean to you? You're muted, brother. You're muted.
Thanks again, brother. Yeah. That's actually interesting, because I expected more fans, or this to be more skewed one way or the other. Either a lot of people not giving the respect to Darren Till, seeing like a 90 percentile for Du Plessis, or seeing this a little bit more down the middle, because Till has a big fan base. And honestly, for me, seeing 33% was a little bit surprising. I was expecting this at like a 15 to 10% going for Du Plessis, just as a recency bias, because, I mean, like you said, Derek, big fans over here. I've been a big Till supporter. I was even going against the chosen one, man. I was hoping Till got that win against Tyron Woodley. But it seems like a lot of fans have really started to not respect Till. And like I said, I was expecting. Are you surprised at this is where it's at, or were you expecting a 90-10 cut like I was?
I'll just say, man, recency bias is a hell of a thing. I never am too surprised these days by some of these picks, but I will also say this: this is the tough lesson the UFC and MMA has taught us from watching so diligently. When it goes bad for these fighters, it generally goes bad. And I'm not saying that to put any prediction. I'm not saying that to instill ill will on anybody. But I think Dricus Du Plessis just capitalizes on the moment, man. To let my pick out, give me Dricus Du Plessis, give me a second round TKO against Darren Till. It almost like it hurts my bones to even say something like this because I'm such a big fan of the Gorilla, man. But Dricus Du Plessis, bro, you don't want to play with fire. Look at these odds. Plus 250 for the TKO. You got better TKO odds than Darren Till. Plus 250 for the decision, better decision odds. Minus 140 for the money line. I'm not saying that the odds makers know everything, but I am saying, obviously, sometimes you got to follow the smart money. I think Dricus Du Plessis is the smart play until we see Darren Till get back on track. So, I'm going to play that end. Second round TKO, Du Plessis. How you got it?
Yeah, Derek, I am with you on this one, man. I'm rocking with the smart money right here. And I'm just because it does hurt my bones to say TKO against Darren Till, I'm going to rock Dricus Du Plessis by decision. Just putting a little respect for the homie, man, because I do not want to see him get knocked out. In fact, I want to see Till win this fight. But I'm rocking with the smart money because we got a gold on the line, Derek. So I'm taking Dricus Du Plessis by decision for this fight right here.
100%. And I respect that. But I also will say, listen, it's not like Darren Till's just been getting clapped around out here, man. Yeah, you got submitted against Derek Brunson. Yeah, you got kind of beat up with those elbows in that ground and pound, too. That eye was looking a little roughed up. But literally, Masvidal's the only guy to really sleep this dude like that. Everybody else has been decisions. It's just been these kind of weird little losses. But yeah, that's your pick right there for the fight, folks. I'm so happy to see Darren Till back in action. You're looking shredded too, but come on, man. Follow the logic sometimes, right?